This is my story of 2020. Feeling of freshen. The moment I decided to visit UAE from KSA, I was really scared, excited as I was stepping out all alone in 25 years of my life. Initial days were beautiful, I enjoyed. I knew it's just gonna be fine. In days, the pandemic hit hard, the demon COVID 19 in the country. The outbreak caused increased fear and worries. I landed on 28th of Feb in Dubai with a mask and sanitizer in a belief that it's just a flu somewhere and will vanish in few days. I ended up in the house of my cousin for the next 7 months in the four walls. I turned 25 during this period, facing loneliness, frustrated, helplessness, and depressed. No flights back to KSA. I just kept losing hope each day. I kept calling the embassy, watched news channels for any news about the international flights. The day I got the news about the flight starting soon, the feeling of flutter in my chest. As the news was out in few weeks, we could book the tickets, but with no surety whether they are gonna fly you to KSA. I booked my tickets to the Mom with Emirates. On 1st of October, with full on excitement, later on 29th, I was informed that Emirates had cancelled all the flights to KSA for a long time. I went numb, paralyzed, and weak. Helplessness and depression hit me hard. It just broke me in pieces. Then, after a lot of struggle, I got a flight to Riyadh by Saudi Airlines. I booked it for the 2nd of October. I still had no hope. Had to take COVID test 48 hours prior. I had to travel Sharjah as it was the only hospital who guaranteed to give the result in 24 hours. The fear of getting the result just ate me as a whole. Next night was my flight. I have to get the results morning. I waited like never before. Finally a nurse rang. I never feared as much in my life. She told it's negative, you can come and collect the result. I left at 3. I went to the hospital to collect my result and went to the airport. All I wanted was to land in the kingdom. I got my boarding pass. Still, I didn't believe I'll land. All I did was pray. I walked, I cleared my immigration and kept walking. I sat down at the gate. I asked myself if the flight is really gonna take me. This COVID made my life a roller coaster ride. Either you run the day or the day runs you. Being an introvert, this social distancing shouldn't affect me, but this time it did. This uncertainty is stressful, and in fact, this anxiety is appropriate under these circumstances. This invisible threat, we have no idea how bad this will get. We have a very uncertain future. We don't know how long this will last. They called out. I walked into the flight. I still didn't believe. In 2 hours, I landed Riyadh. My dad came to receive me at the airport, which took him 4 hours to travel from Dammam to Riyadh. I saw him after 7 months. The relief I got, it can never be explained. We sat in the car. The driver drove us to Dammam, still patiently waiting to enter Dammam and my home. Another 4 hours, and finally, early morning, 3, I entered my home. That's when I believed I reached home. Then starts the quarantine period. I had to register in an app. It showed me to sit home for 14 days. Daily, I have to give them symptoms checkup. I'll move a little with my phone. They say me to return back to my location. And here I am, completing 3 days of quarantine and 11 days to go. Thank you.